Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Brown Baldy here, coming into a reaction, another reaction for Death Battle. Actually, I'm gonna try to catch up with Death Battle. There's one battle that one of my cousins, shout out to my bro. He's been wanting me to make this reaction to it. I guess they are his favorite characters. I'm not too much of a Nintendo man. I've never been, but I can see why people like it. And he is my little cousin. I love him, so I'm gonna make it. How do you call it? So let me just go to the internet, and here it is. This is the one who Bowser versus Eggman, Mario versus Sonic. Interesting. Okay, and let's click on it. Bigger, boom.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman,
the king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone. Ah, the Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land of kindness, adventure, love.
Ah, boring! Move aside, princess! It's time this place got way more awesome! Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser!
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world, the Koopa Clan.
Okay, so full name, King Bowser Koopa. Age 34. Height 10 feet, damn. Family, Bowser Jr., Kamek, Koopalings, his dead brother. Hobbies, dancing, golf, go-karts, and tennis. Okay. Hey, just because he's evil doesn't mean he doesn't have the regular everyday hobbies, right? Favorite food, cake, drumsticks, and steak. Touche. Loves Princess Peach, his family. Wait, doesn't Mario love Princess Peach too? Hates the Mario Bowls, Yoshi, swimming. Okay. Interesting.
Meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark magic.
Hell yeah, wizard turtle, down lightning.
Fire abilities, fire breath, immense strength, inhale. Size alteration, magic, duplication, elemental evocation, reality warping, shape-shifting, teleportation, time travel, transmutation. Damn. Enhanced forms, Castle Bowser, Dreamy Bowser, Dry Bowser, Fury Bowser, Mauser. Okay?
A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop,
an army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
We'd be here forever, John.
So I imagine these are going to be, so it's not just our villains and their powers, but it's going to be there for what I saw in the beginning of the video. It's going to be army versus army to a certain degree. So the Koopa Troop. Generals, Bowser Jr., Elite Trio, Kamek, King Bob-omb, King Boo, Kami Koopa, King Goomba, Koopalings, Petey Piranha Troops, Chain Chop, Charging Chalk, Goomba, Hammer Bro, Koopa Troopa, Magic Koopa, Piranha Plant, Shy Guy, Wiggler, Airship Fleet, Bob-omb, Brutals, Bullet Bill, Lucky 2, Para Units, Aquatic Forces, Blooper, Cheap, Hook to Crab, Mare, Rip Van Fish, Undead Horde, Boo, Bone Piranha Plant, Dry Bone, Mr. I, Peepa. Literal Rocks, Bum, Flop, Romp, Twomp, Wallop, Wimp, Womp. Okay, so it's got like rocks. Sentient, I imagine. Cool. Continue.
Down the small fries, booze, shy guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control
Oh,
with
the ghost,
illusions and
I remember that.
destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay.
But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bullies talking smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the flight
Damn.
path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury, a form whose very steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy?
Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made
Also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which
Arsenal, Dreamstone, Flying Castles, Galaxy Generator, Koopa Clown Car, Power Stars and Grand Stars, Pure Hearts, Star Rod, Wonder Flower Power-Ups, Cat Bell, Double Cherry, Super Crown, excuse me, Metal Box, and many, many more. Okay.
can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dreamstone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a
That
big
sounds
monster
endearing,
family
actually.
now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So,
He's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king!
citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world of endless possibility where people are free as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
To establish Eggman Land, a capital of...
Background. Full name, Dr. Ivo Robotnik. Age 50. Height 6'1". Okay, not as tall. Family, Gerald Robotnik, Maria Robotnik, Eggman Nega, Sage. Occupation, CEO of Eggman Industries, Meteor Tech, and various casinos. Very rich then. Hobbies, archaeology, history, woodworking. Favorite food, egg dogs, egg candy, popping acorn, this delicious banana. Loves himself, Agent Stone, his daughter. Hates that hedgehog. Nice. Also called Soup.
Science. And this paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies. It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Oh, damn.
Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kinda lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the Death Egg.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot. Hell yeah! The rawest of the battle.
Mechs and fortresses. Big Arms, Death Egg, Orbital Station, Final Egg Blaster, Death Egg Robot, E-Mech, Egg Dragoon, Egg Emperor, Eggmobile, Modular Hovercraft with teleportation attachable to mechs like the Egg Walker. Boom.
Mix. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Wiz. I need it.
And don't forget, Eggman built all of these things himself.
Okay, also there's more. Egg Salamander, powered by Soul Emeralds, can create spatial rifts. Okay. Egg Wizard, made with the power of the jeweled Spectre. Egg Viper, Egg Wyvern, Nega Wisp Armor, Time Eater, a sentient entity that controls space and time, converted into a manageable cyborg by two Eggmans. Okay, alright. Genius in the powerhouse.
Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet. But who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously,
For real.
Eggman has a tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit. The hard-boiled heavies, really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The army has a wide variety of troops, even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite robo-faker, Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally,
cool.
when upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, Chaos Control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough
Damn.
chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance of the Phantom Ruby. One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form. Yep, apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is
Nice.
pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the Jeweled Scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan.
Arsenal, cloning device, Chaos Emeralds, Dark Rings, Egg Field, Hyper Gohan, Jetpack, Jeweled Spectre, Laser Guns, Metal Virus, okay, Mind Control Ray, Nightmare Fuel, Phantom Ruby, Shrink Ray, Soul Emeralds, Spatial Disruption Trap, Superform, Lightman, Teleporters, Time Reversal Machine, Time Stones, and more.
Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is
Damn.
already super powerful, but now she's also super
Cortana?
smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titan.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
Feats conquered most of the planet once, harnessed the power of the Chaos Emeralds, broke the moon with the Eclipse Cannon, Egg Mobile flew into the moon in seconds, destroyed the guardian units of nations, led some beloved villains to Zavok, has helped Sonic the Hedgehog save the world, defeated Sonic, Tails, Starline, Gamera.
Universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan. All right, the combatants are set. We've run
Okay, looks like we're about to begin.
through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke! I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord. Get a load of this! Shut up, nerd! You call these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot! Infinite!
This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
Chance time?
It's too late. All according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Beto. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you planned.
You know what they say, the more the merrier. Showtime! I'll crush you! How dare you keep your hands off my... Sage! The Death Egg! Max power!
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down. Strap in, this one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
First up is physical stats. Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural. He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the Metal Virus and Spatial Displacement Trap. Context matters for those weapons, and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely, most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ,
Yeah.
Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot. Usually, just really, really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also,
Yeah.
the Dream Stone's ability to wish anything out of existence with no problem cleaning up Super Neo Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most prized possessions
Sorry.
was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as
That
much
makes
given
sense.
the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly, so the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Which means it's finally time to compare their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop. But the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades: teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him.
Aw.
They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted, canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser and his army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan against. Even with Sage's millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
Eggman
Yeah.
was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Next time on Death Battle.
Maybe.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so that was pretty cool actually. That Bowser versus Eggman, Mario versus Sonic, Death Battle. How do you call it? Like I said, I only went for what's his name, Eggman, because of Jim Carrey. I haven't even seen the movie, but from what I heard, it was actually quite good, and mainly because of Jim Carrey, which makes sense because he's such a phenomenal actor. I've been a fan of that man since I was a kid, so enough said there. But how do you call it? Yeah, it was a pretty cool battle. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. How do you call it? It kind of made me a fan. I might just start looking more into the whole Mario and especially Sonic, because I like the Sonic world more. It's definitely more creative. Don't get me wrong, I still like Mario. You know, I grew up with it as well. But ever since PlayStation, I kind of got away from Nintendo and all that stuff. Don't hate me. Everybody has their preference, man. Y'all calm down. But my point is that regardless, it's still pretty cool, and I really very much enjoyed it. Thank you so much for my little cousin for recommending me to make a reaction on this fight. But I was actually quite fun, particularly of Metal Sonic. That was really cool. I just like the way it looked. But yeah, good match. I was hoping for Eggman to win, but I kind of knew Bowser was going to win because it wasn't just the overwhelming strength and the fact that he had magic. It's also the fact that he was able to resurrect himself. But I just, you know, I'm loyal to my boy Jim. But either way, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I hope you all did too. And if you like my reaction, you have it in you, please give me a like and subscribe. Comment, share your thoughts and everything. I like to hear. How about your bro? And thank you so much for joining me. This is your boy Brown Baldy. And you have a good rest of your day.